there are things for us as leaders that we are seeing in workplaces that are exceedingly abnormal. These employers have resisted unionization of workers, and they have godfathers in the government who aid them to undermine trade unions so that they can maintain illegal conduct to build their business empires in Uganda at the expense of the suffering workers. We want to rise up against those employers and mention them publicly. These employers have no respect for labor rights. Let the world not do any business with these people. These are inhuman. Why do you refuse trade unions? Why? These are organizations which are speaking for the rights of the workers. GLOWERN shall equally campaign against goods and services of companies that don't respect workers' rights by appealing to workers countrywide not to consume such bloody goods and services. And all workers, wherever you are, join trade unions. Any trade union by whatever name, as long as it is within your sector, join first. That's the first point. And then we demand that the organizations, including media houses, they should be able to recognize trade unions, so that from that point we can raise a stronger voice to be able to advocate for the rights of the working people. This will enable workers to benefit from unacceptable internal grievance handling mechanism that checks excesses of employers. That government should never give them a contract. Now, if government continues giving contract to such people, then we shall notice government, which is a problem. Because government should tell them, respect labor rights. Support of trade unions by the government, that should call to order all the godfathers that use their positions in the government for selfish gain to aid certain employers in disobeying the law. These godfathers, who are powerful people in government, sometimes even deploy police and the army to guard workplaces as a way of intimidating workers and their trade unions. This practice should be stopped, and workers and their trade unions be allowed to enjoy their right to freedom of association and to collective bargaining, as is provided by the Constitution of the Republic of Uganda. Why should anybody who is a serious leader in this country allow a company to mistreat your own children? Because these companies are employing your own brothers and sisters who need your protection as a leader in government. Now, if for you are not able to come, for us, we are going there. So you should support us so that we ensure that the rights of the working people are respected. But some of these godfathers, they are powerful people in government, maybe ministers, maybe directors, some of them working even in the State House. You see them moving around, oh Muzei, Agambye Wati. Some of them are just masquerading. Even their boss is not aware. How can a president of a country promote a situation where his own people are being oppressed? But you have people coming from there claiming that we have been sent, we are representatives of State House. This method must stop. And as trade unions, we are not going to keep quiet. We are tired. We cannot allow a situation where a minister frustrates unionization. Of what business are you trying to undermine the organizations that are fighting for your own children? If you don't want unions to go there, then yourself, you make sure conditions are okay. Unions exist because sometimes government has failed. If government is doing its work very well, what business do we have? We have no business. We are coming in here because sometimes these government departments are not able to deliver. But you got the Minister of Labor writes a letter, the following day the director or commissioner, they are calling, hey, that company, you leave first of all. Don't do this. The next time you go to Minister of Labor, they are fearing, nobody wants to write a letter. They are willing to help you, but telephone calls come from above, and they cannot disobey their bosses. So they have to find a way of dodging. That's what is responsible for undermining unionization, and which is actually perpetuating this abuse of labor rights in Uganda. Godfathers who shall insist on aiding evil machinations against the workers and their trade unions by continuing to function as accomplices shall equally be taken to court or profiled and exposed to high authorities, both local and globally, for any possible actions against them. Trade unions are not just, we don't operate only here in Uganda. Some of these people who don't want to respect the law because they are too powerful, will expose them to their bosses here. But where they fail, we shall take them on globally. This one I can guarantee you they will not defeat us. They may think they are very powerful, but we shall use international arms to be able to ensure that these people respect the law.
We do not want a situation where we look at investors as enemies of the people, which is the current situation now. And there are investors from particular parts of this world who are not friendly to Ugandans. And as time goes, we are going to expose them. We are going to confront them. We are going to face them as workers' leaders. If they want to invest in this country, they must be friendly to Ugandans. We want the jobs, but we also want our lives, want peace, and want to enjoy the money that we get from them. So whoever chooses to come and invest in this country must also choose to respect the citizens of this country. It doesn't matter how they come, through who they come. The people who matter in this country are the citizens, and they must be respected. And we demand that every employer respects Ugandans if you must work.
The chairman of GLOWERN has talked about the continued abuse of workers' rights. I happen to come from the legal background. GLOWERN has already assembled legal brains. We are in partnership with a number of law firms, and we are set and ready to take on any employer who continues resisting unionization.
Trade unionism is legal. So if you are guilty, that's the only reason why you are afraid to unionize. The guilty are always afraid. That is one thing I want to say. Any employer who resists unionization is guilty of something. What are you hiding? You don't need your employer's permission to unionize. This is your right. It is something that is recognized by the law of this country. The most important thing that we are here to tell you today is that trade unionism can help you advocate for that which your employer may be afraid of. Because for us, we don't have a problem advocating for your rights.